Welcome to the Living System, an organic guide to the QPT 3.3 framework. The QPT 3.3 living system contrasts with the mechanistic model. It's self-organizing, self-repairing, and feeds on itself. The core concept is that every act of cognition operates like living tissue. This framework, the histology of cognition, maps cognitive equivalence to the body's tissues. It uses a matrix based on metabolic layers, or depth of processing, and body systems, or domains of expression. A healthy organism requires all tissue types. The metabolic layers define the depth of processing. Row 1 is firstness, related to raw feeling and pure sensory quality. Row 2 is secondness, involving brute interaction and real-time events. Row 3 is thirdness, focusing on mediation, laws, and patterns. The domains of expression are the body systems. Individual interior is my inner life. Individual exterior is my body in the world. Collective interior is our shared meaning. And collective exterior is our formal structure and visible systems. By combining these layers and domains, we synthesize cognitive tissue types. Examples include the raw felt quality of a nerve ending, the physical action of a muscle fiber, shared microbial signaling as cultural agreements, and ecosystem law as formal patterns. The 6 invariants are the vital signs of intelligence, including potentiality, quality, causation, structure, convention, and truth. Loops exist solely to keep each invariant preserved through change. The 5 operations represent the metabolic processes: transfer, circulation, unfold, digestion, differentiate, sensory contrast, compress, crystallization, and Holon, fractal. These describe how information is processed and structured. The loop architecture shows the organ hierarchy. Loops are circulatory patterns that must keep flowing. Each layer, from operational units to boundary/identity, contains the next, providing containment, not command. Action is managed by the operational loop for skilled action with feedback. Coordination uses the coordination loop for mutual adjustment via shared space. Coordinated movement emerges from friction, not central control. The management loop sets boundary conditions and monitors results. The audit loop performs sporadic reality checks, bypassing intermediate reports to prevent autoimmune self-deception. The intelligence loop handles outward-facing environment tracking. The policy loop actively maintains the boundary between self and non-self, defining autopoietic identity. The central homeostat holds stability and adaptation intention. Knowledge replicates through the knowledge spiral. The grounding check tests shared belief against physical reality. Legitimation is where shared meaning is codified into rules that reinforce meaning. Culture becomes structure. An individual is a complete viable cell, running all loops at its own scale. A collective is a pattern of loop coupling among cells, forming a multicellular organism. A collective is not a different kind of thing. Participation occurs in 5 modes, from operational parallelism to identificatory participation. A single cell can participate at different modes in different organisms simultaneously. Autonomy is a biological requirement for cells. A cell can only handle environmental variety as much as it can generate responses. The rule is autonomy within containment. The cell manages local energy production within systemic boundaries. The mutual constitution highlights the cell-organism dialectic. An integrated neuron is more capable than an isolated one, not because the brain commands it, but because participation offers richer inputs and stable coordination. Grounding requires both empirical or physical grounding and intersubjective or social grounding. Losing either the taproot or the mycorrhizal network weakens the cognitive organism, and losing both causes it to die. The 10 viability conditions must all be present for a living system. These include matrix completeness, loop functionality, grounding connection, homeostat balance, and containment structure. Other viability conditions are autonomy distribution, recursive viability, coupling integrity, algedonic patency, and identity coherence. Tissues must be well integrated, and pain signals must reach the brain. The algedonic channels, or pain system, involves pattern recognition, committee deliberation, and risk assessment before reaching the pain executive. Nociception allows direct action in emergencies, bypassing these nodes. This slide summarizes the QPT 3.3 framework, which is designed to understand systems as living entities. The content presented in this video is meant to be a high-level overview of the QPT 3.3 framework. Consult the full documentation for more in-depth information.